Hola y bienvenido a un nuevo video de Momentum Team. Mi nombre es José Graxirena. Si es la primera vez que me ves, llevo 6 años en la industria. Comencé sin saber nada, con solamente $500 en mi tarjeta de crédito. 6 años después, tengo mi agencia creciendo en todos los Estados Unidos. Continúo con mi producción personal y hago este contenido para ti, agente latino. El secreto es que no hay secreto, así que esta información la puedo utilizar agentes que están en mi equipo, agentes que están en otro equipo o agentes que están en otras compañías. Realmente lo que quiero es ayudarte a que tú puedas implementar lo que a mí me está dando resultados. Como siempre, te recomiendo que te suscribas a mi canal de Momentum Team, dale a la campanita para que cada vez que yo suba un video, tú recibas una notificación y te mantengas al día con toda la información que estoy compartiendo todos los días. Todos los días estoy haciendo un video para ti, para que puedas aprovechar. Entonces, hoy lo que voy a hacer es que quiero seguir ayudando a los agentes latinos. Si has visto mis videos, sabes que estoy con la compañía Explora Financial y estoy uniendo todos los días agentes latinos a mi equipo. Y cuando uno a un agente latino, ellos me preguntan, oye José, ¿y cómo yo consigo clientes? ¿Cómo yo consigo personas que estén interesadas en los seguros que yo voy a vender? Trabajamos con seguros de vida, somos un broker, tenemos 34 compañías. Y hoy lo que voy a hacer es que voy a compartir con ustedes una entrevista con una persona que trabaja en una empresa de leads y hoy vamos a estar explicando cómo funcionan estos leads y cómo estos leads están beneficiando a los agentes latinos, ¿ok? Así que ahora voy a unir a mi amiga Anne. Hello, Anne. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing well. How are you, Jose?
I'm fine. Thank you for the opportunity to be here. Today, let's have this interview in Spanglish.
Sounds good to me.
Ok, perfecto. Estoy comentando a ella que vamos a hacer esta entrevista en español y en inglés para beneficio de los agentes que hablan español y para los agentes que hablan inglés. Ella, su nombre es Anne. Ella es la Director of Sales and Operations de la empresa Proven Leads, de Proven Leads. Then, Anne, thank you for the opportunity to be here. Today, I want to share with the agents that are watching this video, what are you doing? And let's start with your story. Tell me about you.
Sure. So, my name is Ann Niner with Proven Lead Solutions, and I began this company with my family, particularly my mother. She was an agent for 15 to 20 years and decided she wanted to slow down and diversify a bit. And she saw the power in lead generation. And so she decided to begin this company in October of 2021.
Ok, ok, perfecto. Ella está comentando que ella comenzó en esta industria en el año 2021. Su mamá era una agente de seguros súper exitosa que vio una gran oportunidad para ayudar a los agentes de seguros. Y entonces en el año 2021 su mamá comenzó este negocio de leads. Ella se unió al negocio y junto a su mamá ha estado creciendo la compañía. Okay, perfect. Then that means that you started in 2021. That was after COVID, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, okay, okay. Then what kind of leads you are working?
Sure. So we do the direct mail mortgage protection. That is the only lead that we do. And primarily the reason why is because these are the leads that my mother used, to raise my brother and I. She has full confidence in these leads because it is the only leads that she ever used. So we have the reliability and loyalty to this type of product.
Okay, that means that you are working direct mail, mortgage protection. You are working only mortgage protection or mortgage protection and finance expense.
So only mortgage protection, the direct mail.
Perfecto. Entonces ella menciona que ellos trabajan lo que se llaman los leads de protección de hipotecas direct mail. Direct mail significa que tú tienes la carta que envió el cliente. Esos fueron los leads en la cual su mamá desarrolló su negocio, fuera el tipo de lead que ella levantó a la familia y es el tipo de lead que ella confía. I have to tell you, Anne, that in my case, I started with fund expense maybe 4-6 months when I started in this business. Then I switched to mortgage protection, direct mail, and yeah, direct mail for me is the best option.
Absolutely, and I think sometimes there's a gap in the learning curve between final expense and mortgage protection. Some people get a little nervous beginning mortgage, but what I have found is that the agents who do work the mortgage, they have higher success because you're dealing with people who have more assets to protect. So
Yes.
oftentimes they want those, maybe a little larger premiums, and they have, larger assets that they could protect with, life insurance and annuities and different financial options.
Exacto. Ella menciona que cuando usted está trabajando leads de mortgage protection, a veces los agentes que comienzan con gastos finales, pues se intimidan un poco al principio para hacer el transfer a mortgage protection, protección de hipoteca, pero la realidad es que cuando estás trabajando leads de protección de hipotecas, estás trabajando primero con una persona que tiene un mayor income, un mayor ingreso, tienen un activo que proteger, por lo tanto, las premiums, las pólizas son mucho más grandes que los de gastos finales. Then, and in the case of and I love direct mail mortgage protection lead, you are working with fresh leads or you are working with age leads, second chance leads?
So we do offer both the new leads or fresh leads, and we do the aged mortgage protection as well. Additionally, we offer those leads in Spanish. So the aged leads can be filtered so that we can see the Spanish last names, and for no extra cost, we just will simply give availability for the Spanish leads.
Oh, good news. Ella menciona que ellos trabajan leads que son fresh, que son frescos. Trabajan leads que son de second chance. Leads de second chance son leads que tienen más de 3 meses, 6 meses, 12 meses, etc. Y ahora tienen lo que son los leads en español. Leads de protección de hipoteca en español, en donde ellos pueden filtrar los leads por el apellido latino. Then, and let's talk about the second chance leads. And in my case, en mi caso, I'm using your leads and having results with your leads. Yo estoy teniendo resultados. That means that I believe that this is an amazing opportunity for an agent that, number one, could have more opportunities, and there's thousands of leads. Could you explain what is a second chance lead?
Absolutely. So how a lead is generated is when someone refinances or purchases a home, they are sent a lead card in the mail, they fill that lead card out, and we sell that as a new lead, which the new leads are, almost $80 per lead. And then at 3 months, that becomes an aged mortgage lead. And then the older the lead gets, the different categories, the age categories by month that it will tier into.
Okay. That means that when you have a second chance lead, the agent could have more opportunities, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because they are buying it at a much cheaper price. And you're also allowed to go into that home and work around. If there had been a policy sold, you can sell them a new one that may be more feasible for them. There may not have been a policy sold at all. How many leads have you called where somebody has never even been reached, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or they were sold different products that they didn't want. So there is a lot of opportunity left in our age mortgage protection leads. And we have many agents who build agencies and are sustaining in the agencies on a weekly basis with our age mortgage leads.
Exacto. Ana está explicando que cuando estás trabajando second chance leads, son leads que son mucho más accesibles, son más económicos. Un lead que es fresco cuesta unos $80 hasta $100. En un leads que es de second chance, que de 3 meses, que prácticamente fresh, lo puedes conseguir el mismo lead por $10. Y para ti, un agente que eres nuevo o eres un agente que tienes experiencia, tienes más oportunidades. Entonces, ella menciona que cuando estás trabajando leads de second chance, son personas que nadie los ha contactado. Segundo, son personas que sí tienen una póliza, pero tú le puedes ofrecer mayor valor. Then, I can share with you that the leads that I'm working with you, a big number of the owners of the mortgage, nobody reached them before. I can share with you this experience the last Monday. This was a lady. She sent the lead 1 year ago. Nobody called her before. And she told me, hey, I was waiting for someone to call me. That was a lead that cost me, I think, $4. and I submitted a policy of $4,000. 4,000. That means that when you have this kind of lead, you have a lot of opportunities. Then, can you tell us a little bit more about the inventory that could be available for leads in Spanish?
Yeah, sure. So it's really dependent on the state, right? And so if you're looking at a state such as Texas, right? So Texas has a large Spanish speaking population. So we're going to have higher inventory in a place like Texas. We refill about 2 to 3 times monthly. But that is something to pay attention to when if you're asking us about the Spanish speaking leads, we're going to have lower inventory if there's not as large of a Spanish speaking population in that state.
Okay. Ella está explicando que hay en los estados donde hay más alta la población de personas latinas, tienen mayor disponibilidad de inventario de leads, y todo va a depender cuántos estados tú tengas tu licencia. That means that we can for the leads in Spanish, I think that states like Texas, Florida, California, maybe Arizona, there are leads that are states that you can have a good inventory of leads.
Absolutely. And even places such as, like, I'm in Chicago, large Spanish speaking population, so a place like Illinois, it's everywhere. And we have the ability to look at and filter in each state what that availability looks like.
Ok. Anne nos explica que ellos tienen la capacidad de filtrar la información de leads que tengan apellidos en español en estados como Texas, Arizona, Florida, Illinois. What other states do you recommend? Do you recommend that you have a big number of Latino leads in Spanish, additionally to the state that we mentioned?
Yeah, sure. So a state that I would recommend, that I see a lot of Spanish speaking people that are not served, because a lot of people we work with are primarily English speaking, right? And so I see Virginia.
Really?
Yes, Virginia is a state where I see a lot of Spanish speaking leads come through. Another state that I would add to this list would actually be like Washington, Idaho.
Idaho, really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. There's like pockets of Spanish speaking, Oregon as well, large pockets of Spanish speaking populations. And another population that I would say, as far as state-wise, would be Tennessee. That's another. Is in kind of more like Midwest. So it's very broad, but the key is finding those pockets in the US and being open to different licensure based on availability.
Yeah, I think that's new for me. For example, si tú eres un agente, Ella está recomendando estados como Texas, Arizona, Florida, Virginia, Washington, Idaho, Tennessee. ¿Ok? Entonces, si tú eres un agente, yo te recomiendo que tengas licencia de non-resident en estos estados porque hay unos pockets, hay unos bolsillos que tienen un buen número de leads en español. Then, in your case, and what is what are the prices of the leads that of a second chance lead in your company?
Sure. So, for instance, just to give an example, so like a 3-month-old second chance lead would be offered to Jose's team at $10 per lead.
Mm-hmm.
The 5 to 6 month range, which is tier 2, would be $8 each. 7 to 12 month old would be $6 each, and the 13 to 24, which is year to 2 years old, would be $4.75 each. And we do have older ages upon request.
Perfecto. Entonces, ella menciona que los leads que ellos trabajan, leads que son de 3 meses, comienzan en $10. Ese lead 3 meses atrás costaba 80, $100. Tienen leads de $8 hasta $4. Let me share with you that in my case, that in the past I was working with fresh leads. Sometimes I was investing $2,000 per week. And when you are working direct mail, mortgage protection leads, you have to wait the people that send back the lead. Sometimes I spent $2,000 in a week and I had only one lead. And one lead of a lady of 78 years old. That means that it's very difficult. Le estoy mencionando a ella que yo invertía anteriormente en leads que son fresh de protección de hipoteca hasta $2,000 semanales. Esos leads que son fresh depende de los leads que devuelve a la persona. Y hubo veces que yo recibí solamente un lead en una semana, así que ese lead me costó $2,000. Y ese lead era un lead de una persona de 78 años. Then, this is something that is very important for the agents and agents asking me, hey, if I submit an order to proven leads, how long I have to wait to receive my leads?
Sure. So, how we work typically is that agents will reach out to us via phone or email. And when they reach out to us, we will get to their inquiry. We always try for within an hour, but if not, we say within 2, just depending on how busy we are. And then once you are invoiced via email for your leads, upon payment, within 2 hours, you are going to be sent your leads in the mail or in your email, and it's going to be in a PDF. So you'll have the actual PDFs of the mailers and the Excel sheet. So you can reference both to be dialing through, so that if you need to print them out, you need hard copies, or if you just want to do it from the Excel sheet, you have that option.
Perfecto, perfecto. Ella menciona que cuando tú sometes una orden, lo puedes hacer por teléfono. Te recomienda que lo hagas por teléfono para que verifiques cuál es el inventario de los leads que están en los counties que tú estás, de los estados que ya hablamos. Una vez ellos te envían la factura, tú decides, la pagas. Una vez la pagas, en un periodo de 2 horas, ya tienes los leads en tu computadora. Ellos los envían en formato de PDF, la imagen de cada uno de los leads, y también en un file de Excel donde está toda la información. En mi caso, que yo los compro, recibes la foto muy clara y recibes un file que en Excel, si tú estás utilizando un CRM, utilizas el file de Excel para subir la información a tu CRM. I'm telling them that if the advantage of have the Excel file is that if you are using a CRM, you can upload the information in the CRM and you can start sending text messages with the software. Then I'm very happy with the time that we are having now, because as I told you, there's a lot of new agents Latino agents that are looking for leads of good quality in Spanish, okay? And in our community, most of the agents that are working with the system, the traditional system, is that by referral or go to the networking event or put a table in the supermarket. However, my experience is that when you are working with leads, you can control your business because you can control how many leads you can order. You can control how many leads you're gonna dial, how many leads you're gonna send a text message. If you have, if I have a new agent that is new in the industry, what do you recommend to have results?
If I was going to give a recommendation for a new agent, I would say try your best to stick in your county, in your area, if availability allots for that. Be willing to maybe drive an hour or two if you need to another county. Get half in-person leads and half general state that you're in, because I feel that you will have the best success with where you're at. You're used to the people and the culture, and you can talk the talk. I think that is a powerful tool, and that ability to have half in the in-person allows, if need be, to go in home.
Yeah. Ella menciona que para un agente que va a comenzar a invertir en leads, ella te recomienda que tú inviertas la mitad de la orden en leads que te queden cerca de tu casa y la otra mitad que sean leads en otros estados, porque cuando tú estás trabajando leads que están cerca de tu casa, tú tienes más control, ¿ok? Y vas aprendiendo cómo funcionan estos leads. Eso es algo que yo les recomiendo a mis agentes. Comienza con la mitad en la casa, luego la otra mitad que sea por televenta, porque en la casa tú vas a aprender a cómo manejar las objeciones. Cuando estás trabajando por televentas y no tienes mucha experiencia y llamas a una persona, apenas tienes 30 segundos para ganarte el trust, la confianza. Then, and let's talk about the numbers, okay? Because sometimes we think that if I invest in 100 leads, I'm going to have 100 sales, I'm going to make $100,000 in a week. But you know that is not the reality.
Absolutely.
Okay. What is how the numbers work with this kind of leads of second chance?
Sure. So the way that I would explain it with second chance is it is the law of large numbers, right? So if you come to us and you say, hey, I want 50 leads, let me get 50 leads. And then you go, oh, you know what? Nothing worked. I guess I'm just not for this business. I recommend getting anywhere from 100 to 200 leads when you're purchasing aged inventory. And I'll tell you why, because with this, it is the law of large numbers, right? So like you may go through five leads that aren't so great, right? But you get that sixth person on the phone. Well, if you're getting 50 leads, that's not very many sit downs if you break the math down, right? So if you have more leads, you have more opportunity, and you're making your money back and then some. You're giving yourself that greater opportunity. And I also wanted to explain why we have an order minimum, which is $300. That is our order minimum for second chance. And we do this to prevent a reputation if someone buys $50 worth of leads and they go, oh, it didn't work. So we have that in place to ensure your success with our leads.
Perfecto. Ella explica que es importante que tú entiendas cómo funcionan los números, que ella ha tenido, por ejemplo, agentes que compran 25, 30 leads, no tienen resultados y realmente dicen, bueno, estos leads no sirven. Pero la realidad es que para que estos leads tú tengas resultados, tú tienes que utilizar la ley de los números grandes. ¿Qué significa eso? Que tú necesitas invertir 100, 200 leads para poder tener contacto. Te voy a compartir mis números, ¿ok? En mi caso, yo puedo tener un cierre entre 0.6 y 1%. ¿Qué significa eso? Si yo trabajo 300 leads y cierro el 1% son 3 aplicaciones. Y 3 aplicaciones son $3,000. I'm explaining to them that in my case, my numbers are I can close 1% of the order of the lead. Maybe you say, well, that's he'll say other agents and say, well, 1% is not too much. But the reality is that if you have 300 leads and you close 1%, we're talking about three leads and three applications, and three applications could be $3,000. Then, quiero explicarte esto a gente latino, ¿ok? Tú vas a estar cerrando promedio el 1%, ¿ok? Por lo tanto, si haces una orden de 20, 25 leads, realmente no vas a tener resultados. No porque los leads no funcionen, es que realmente ya ellos conocen cómo funcionan los números. Entonces, por eso es que ellos tienen una regla en donde la orden mínima son $300 para protegerte a ti, a que tengas un buen volumen de leads y tengas resultados. I think, and that your system with the minimum order of 300 is a good number because you are helping the agent to have results. I recommend the agents to resolve every lead. What that means, resolve every lead. If you have leads close to your area and you are calling them, you are texting them, and they're not answering your phone calls, they're not responding to text, you have the address. Go there and door knock, okay, and resolve every lead. What is your recommendation with that, with resolve every lead?
Yeah, I mean, I think that, just like anybody, think of people who call you on the phone, right? Like you may not get to them immediately. Follow up. If they don't answer, follow up in a couple of days. Don't overwhelm, but just have that follow up, put that best foot forward and make sure that they are contacted.
Yes. Then if someone wants to call you or submit an order, how they can contact you?
So you can contact me via the phone that is listed and also email, which I can provide, which is Ann@provenleadsolutions.net. We also have our other associates, Troy and Nick. So it's Troy@provenleadsolutions.net and Nick@provenleadsolutions.net. And they are on the back end, so they can assist you with the order processing and any sort of customer service that you need. You can call me directly.
Perfecto. Ella menciona que puedes llamarlo a este número. La forma que ellos funcionan es que tú los llamas a ellos o le envías un email o un mensaje de texto. Vas a hablar con ellos, le vas a dar el listado de los counties que tú estás interesado para ellos verificar qué inventario ellos tienen ahí. Ellos te van a decir la cantidad de leads que tienen en cada county. Entonces, en base a eso, tú haces la orden, sometes la orden, ellos te van a enviar una factura por email, la paga, es bastante simple, y en un periodo de 2 horas ya tú tienes la cantidad de leads que tú ordenaste. I want to tell this, and that is very, very important. The advantage that I see working with each lead is that if I submit an order of 100 leads or 300 leads, I'm going to receive 300 leads. When I was working with these direct mail fresh leads, I was investing $1,000, $2,000, sometimes $3,000 with the hope that 1% of that order sent back the lead to me. That means that I was living with hope. Well, I invested $2,000 this week. I pray that I can receive at least 10 leads on this. But the reality is that it's better if you have 300 opportunities instead 10. What do you think about this?
Yeah, I mean, this is something that I talk about a lot with my team because I'll get agents on the phone and they're like, no aged. I only want to work fresh, right? And what they don't realize is it's a bigger risk, right? Because just because someone fills that mailer out does not mean they want your product. It is a foot in the door nonetheless, but if you don't connect, you just lost $80. And
Yeah.
so with these older leads, you do have that opportunity to work over these leads. And with them being older, and I wanted to add this as well, if we have a disconnected number, we always refund that. We're not going to charge you for disconnected numbers, which is important to say, I feel, as we're discussing the age.
Ok, ella está mencionando algo que es bien importante y es que es mejor tener una orden de 300 leads, de 300 oportunidades versus una orden de leads que sean frescos, que solamente recibes 10, te salen a $100 cada uno. Y algo que menciona Anne es que si tú tienes un lead que tiene un número desconectado, ellos te van a reembolsar o te van a reemplazar ese lead para que tú tengas mayores oportunidades. Then, I know that you have a website that is a proven lead solution. Si eres un agente, puedes entrar también a este website para que conozcas un poco sobre los leads. Voy a buscar aquí un momentito. Let me find in my record to show the agents an example of your leads. Let me go here, proven leads, to show you the kind of leads that we are working. Let me share with them the story. Okay, perfect. Let me show you here an example of the lead that Anne is providing to us. It's a lead where you have the address, you have the age of the owner of the mortgage, the phone number, the lender, and the amount of the mortgage. That means that it's easy when you have copy evidence of the lead, because it's very difficult that if Anne send me a letter and send a text message, hey, this is you, it's very difficult that someone says, no, I never sent that. Hey, come on, Anne. That's you. You have a mortgage with ABC Bank of America? Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And direct mail, that's the advantage, is that you have that piece of paper to show somebody, hey, you filled this form out. I'm in response to your, form that you filled out. I'd like to follow up and make sure you were taken care of with the age. That's a great approach.
Exacto. Yo le comento a ella que cuando tienes copia del lead, es muy difícil que si tú envías un mensaje de texto con esa carta, que la persona te diga, yo no envié eso. Solamente tienes que decirle, mira, te pregunto, ¿alguien te ayudó con este request de mortgage protection? Y ahí comienzas la conversación. Then, to recap, en el caso de Anne, ellos tienen leads en español, ¿ok? Anne te recomienda que tengas las licencias de los estados de Texas, Arizona, Florida, Virginia, Washington, Idaho, Tennessee. Ellos tienen un buen inventario de leads en español para ti, agente latino. Los leads de ellos comienzan en $10, leads de 3 meses, y tienen leads hasta de $4. Anne te recomienda que hagas siempre una orden entre 100 y 200 leads para que tengas resultados con el objetivo que puedas cerrar 1-2% de esos leads. Y ellos, para ayudarte a que tengas resultados, ellos tienen una orden mínima de $300. Entonces, nuevamente, pueden llamar a Anne al 312-209-0580. Le pueden escribir a Anne at Proven Leads Solution, ¿ok? O pueden visitar el website de Anne. I think that I shared the right information, right?
Yes, you are. You got it, Jose.
Entonces, si en este momento tú eres un agente que no tienes leads, no tienes clientes a quién llamar, si eres un agente que tu offline no te está ayudando, no te provee ningún tipo de apoyo, si eres un agente que no tienes la compensación que tú entiendes que tú te mereces, dame una llamada al 407-346-5507. Si tú eres una persona que no eres agente, pero quieres comenzar en la industria de los seguros, quieres tener los leads que trabaja, proven leads, que son muy buenos, y quieres sacar la licencia, quieres obtener la licencia, dame una llamada al número en pantalla y te voy a ayudar. Then, Anne, thank you for the information that you shared with us today. Thank you for all the support that you are giving us, my team, all the people of the company. I'm very happy with all your service. Something that you want to share before finish our video today?
Yeah, sure. It's been a pleasure being with you guys this morning. And, the main thing that I want to get across is that we want you guys to be successful with our company. That is our aim. We want to see agents grow and expand and sustain and take care of their families and, be able to participate in life in a secure, effective, forward-thinking way. And I just am really appreciative that I had the opportunity to come and sit with you, Jose, and virtually meet you. And I hope to speak to more of your team soon.
Thank you, and thank you for all the support. And si te gustó este video y toda la información que compartió Anne, te recomiendo que te suscribas a mi canal de Momentum Team, le dejas la campanita para que recibas información tan buena como esta y dale el botón de share para que otros agentes puedan recibir la información. Así que nos veremos en el próximo video. Thank you, Anne.
Thank you. Have a good day.